Alright, I guess we're gonna go to Ilya, or we're gonna hang out with Ilya. The option involved Ilya, but I have no idea what it means. Alright. I was about to go out, but I stopped. I suddenly remembered the promise I made with Ilya. I don't remember. What is it? Today's weather is great, so we should take advantage of the opportunity. Ilya has been lazing on the living room floor. The TV is still on, a book is wide open on the table, and there are remains of cake on the plate. She's actually bored out of her mind.
珍しいな、イリア。うちでゴロゴロしてるなんて。今日は他にやることないのか？
ないよ。もったいないよね。今日は夜まで眠らなくていいのに、そういう時に限って退屈。
Sprawled on the floor, she starts childishly kicking her feet.
イリア、ちょっと待ちなさい。
Or childishly?
そういう体勢で足を動かすとだな。
何か言った？シロ
She's let herself go. She's always been somewhat of a tomboy. Is she? I don't know. I mean, by today's standards, I don't know if she's a tomboy. But it looks like the normally well-mannered Ilya is so bored she's completely lost her refinement. Yeah, I know about anime character archetypes, and I don't think Ilya is a tomboy. She's just a loli.
まあ、タイミング的にはいいってことだし。よし、イリア、そんなに暇ならプールに行こ
う。Oh, pool time. So that's what it is. Even more pool time. Instantly, Ilya stops her kicking.
シロ、今なんて？
いや、今日は秋にしちゃ暑いし、前にセイバーと3人で約束したじゃないか。
Did we? I don't remember. Maybe.
今度、一緒にプールに行こうって。
それって、私と
？Oh yeah, actually, no, I do remember. I think it was involving the bath scene, I guess, where Ilya wanted to bathe with Shirou or something like that. Which I guess is, I mean, as far as I know, it's kind of a normal thing, you know, to bathe with your siblings or whatever. But usually it's at a young age, not so much when you're grown up. But
イリアと、今には俺とイリアしかいないだろ。
Again, we saw this scene before. The apathetic mood of the living room suddenly changes into rose-colored ecstasy.
絶対行く！やったー！シロとプールにデートだー！
そんなに喜んでくれるとこっちも嬉しい。行き先は例のプールだけどいいかな？も
ちろん！噂の一大テーマパークでしょ？ちゃんと水着も用意してあるんだから、今すぐにでも出かけられるわ。
Oh boy.
お、なら午前中から行くか。俺も準備はすぐ済むし。
グツグツしてたら邪魔者がやってきちゃうし、電撃作戦で行きましょ
う。Blitzkrieg.
いけません、お嬢様。エミヤ様とデートなどお戯れにも程があります。
Came out of nowhere?
せや、城に戻ってたんじゃない
の？いいえ、今朝は最悪の星回りだったので残っていたのです。特に男女関係の占いが最悪でした。ですので、エミヤ様がお嬢様に失礼をしないよう空き部屋に忍んでおりました。
I see. Well, okay. Actually, isn't it even more bad manner to hide in an empty room in somebody else's house?
空き部屋、違う。セラ、誰も使ってない部屋を自分用に改造してる。
Oh, she was just living here.
忌々しいですが、ここはお嬢様の別荘のようなものですからね。万が一に備え、部屋を一つ接収しておいただけです。
I expect such words from a dictator, much less a rude maid.
要するに、盗み聞きしていたわけね。あまり褒められた趣味じゃないわね、セラ。
Ilya scowls at her maidservant. Well, Shirou eavesdropping is also his hobby these days, but never mind that. Yep, I nod in agreement.
お叱りはごもっとも。ですがこれもお嬢様を思ってのこと。何卒ご理解のほどを。それにですね、繰り返しますが、デートというものはお嬢様にはいささか早いかと。加えてあんな
何？
プールなどという低俗なレジャーに興味を持たれてはいけません。私たちのような下々の者はともかく、イリアスフィール様は高貴な血を受け継ぐお方。うぞうむぞうの人間たちに素肌をお見せになるなど、はしたないにも程があります。そもそもお嬢様の素肌を拝することのできる殿方は将来を誓い合った方のみです。
Ilya's taken aback. She sure is old-fashioned is what I was thinking, but to think that she would be this adamant about it.
よし、セラのイリア論は置いておいて、プールがはしたないっていうセラはプールには行かないのか？
I have a feeling I have seen a person strongly resembling Sela there once. Did we? Maybe. I don't think so.
そうですね。好きか嫌いかで言えばとても難しい問題になるのですが。
We
こっちに来てから3着目の水着。すごい。
Sugoi. We did imagine them in swimsuits before. I don't know if we ever saw them at the Waku Waku Zaboon.
リーゼリットプール自体に罪はありません。私が問題視しているのはプールに群がる民草たちであってですね。
なんだ。なら貸し切りにすればいいじゃない。
Just do that.
に
Unintentionally, my eyes meet Sela's.
イリア、貸し切りってワクワクザブーンを貸し切り？
そうや。別におかしくないでしょ。ほら、デパートに行くときだって1日貸し切りにしたりするじゃない。
Silly Shirou, her curious expression says. Very similar to, what's her name? You know, Rin's rival. The one with blonde hair, blonde drill hair, she knows wrestling. What's her name again? Why did I forget already? It's, Elderfeld. Luvia Elderfeld, yeah. That's her. She's ultra rich. I guess Ilya's also ultra rich. Speaking of curious, why is this princess even wasting her time here at the Emiya household?
セラ、すぐに手配なさい。手段は問わないわ。まだ開場していないし、魔術を使わずとも金銭だけで解決できるでしょ。
いえ、お嬢様、それは。
できないなんて返事はないわよね。私はアインツビルンの後継者で、あなたはそのメイド長なのよ。私ができると判断したことをあなたはできないと首を振るの。
できます。あの程度の施設を貸し切るぐらい今すぐ何とかしてみせますとも。ですがお嬢様、エミヤ様を同伴するというのは。
そっちも問題ないわ。シローは私の将来の伴侶だもの。プールに同伴するのは当然でしょ。
に
Nani? Oh no, it's the laser meme eyes. Can't believe she can just activate them. Unintentionally, I couldn't meet Sela's eyes. Scary. This is absurdly terrifying. And also somehow noisy.
かしこまりました。それではお嬢様はどうしてもエミヤ様とプールに行くとおっしゃるのですね。
Wait a minute, somehow noisy? Is someone else eavesdropping as well? Double eavesdropping.
そうよ。今日ばっかりは止めても聞かないから。
Ilya's determination is firm. Sela takes one more worried look at Ilya and another far more annoyed one at me.
わかりました。お嬢様がそこまでおっしゃるのでしたらお止めいたしません。ワクワクザブーンも必ずやパーフェクトに貸し切りにいたしましょう。ただし 私からも一つ条件がございます。
条件？
はい。どうしてもエミヤ様とプールに行くというのでしたら。
The scheming maid grins broadly. Wasting no time at all, she proceeds to explain her bargaining point concisely.
そんなこと？
はい。その程度のことでございます。
Ilya and I had expected much more opposition. Sella's request seems simple enough, so Ilya readily accepts her proposal. Let me correct myself. She makes the mistake of accepting Sella's proposal. Okay. Oh, hey.
絶好のプール日和よね。
Here's Rin.
こんな日にザブーンを貸し切るとはさすがアインツベル。そんな無駄遣い死んでもする気になれないけど、人様がやってくれる分には気分いいわ。
I guess everyone is coming?
全くです。その上、誘われなかった私たちにまで声をかけてくれるとは。感謝します、イリアスフィール。今まであなたのことを誤解していたようだ。そしてシロ、あなたのことも誤解していたようだ。
あ、
本当に本日臨時閉館って書いてある。すごいな。こんなの一生に一度あるかないかですよね。で、きっと普通は一回もないですよね。イリアさん、ありがとうございます。今日は私ずっと端っこでおとなしくしてますから。さくら、遠慮することはありません。プールサイドでは誰もが平等です。あそこは肉体のみが勝敗を決する場所。あなたなら十分に主役になり変われるでしょう。あら、ずいぶん強気ね、ライダー。けどプールサイドの女神は完璧主義者よ。一部だけむやみに育っていても他の部分が劣っていたら微笑まないわ。ところでさくら、ちょっと太ったんじゃない？黄金率ですか。確かにその点で言えば不安材料はありますが、それならライダーが一番ですよ。何ですかライダー、私の肩に何か。
Shoulders.
いえ、そうですね。人の思考はそれぞれです。ボリューム派かバランス派か困った派か。審査員の趣味が偏っていた場合、最強の敵はセイバーか、あるいはバランスよ。パラメーターはバランスよく最高じゃないと意味がないわ。ドベネックのオケって知ってる？
Liebig's what? Liebig's barrel? How does that have to do with female proportions? I have no idea.
日本人なら一点豪華主義ではないでしょうか。ほら、戦艦ヤマトのなんとか主義みたいな。二人が何を言っているのか理解できませんが、ライダー、あなたはどうなのです？私は論外です。多少体格が優れていようが、あなたたちには遠く及びません。
She doesn't even have her own route. How can she compete?
あなたはその体の素晴らしさをもっと噛み締めるべきなのです。
Well, the group strolls happily through the park and from the train station. It's hard to say anything. We're in the same party as they are.
ごめんね、シロー。
いや、俺の方こそごめん、イリア。
It's not that I hadn't noticed Sella eavesdropping. My mistake was my carelessness in bringing up the subject of the pool within the Emiya residence in the first place.
おや、どうなされましたか、エミヤ様。先ほどから元気がないようですが。そのような低たらくではお嬢様をエスコートできませんよ。
そうそう、シロ、元気出す。
Liz claps me on the shoulder. Okay. So I guess her request was to bring everyone or something? Well, let's return to the conversation from an hour ago. I mean, that's not like exactly bad or anything. Sounds great. The one condition that Sela brought out was take other people with you.
なんだ、そんなことか。
仕方ないけど、セイバーぐらいだったらいいわ。
それでよろしいのですね。うん。それではケツを取りましょう。貸し切りのワクワクザブーンに行きたい方、どうぞお入りください。
はーい。午後の予定を全部キャンセルして同伴させていただく
She
わ。
came from the ceiling. She's a ninja.
遠坂、お前どこから？
人数は多い方がいいですよね。さくら、あなたまで盗み聞きしてたの？
盗み聞きとは人聞きの悪い。私たちはたまたま思い立って廊下の雑巾掛けをしていただけです。
Ah, yes, of course.
ちなみにリンは縁側の埃取りを。
The porch.
そしてそちらの
How did she end up in the ceiling?
私は取っておいた甘食を思い出したので台所に用があっただけですが。
I was much too careless. It's been a few minutes since Ilya's shout of joy. While we weren't paying attention, the living room had been completely surrounded, and Ilya turned into a chibi.
どうしたのよ二人とも。もうすぐザブーンよ。行く前から疲れてちゃ大変よ。
誰のせいだと思ってる？
She objects with half-open eyes. The bustle is nice, I suppose, but we have been hoping for a little quieter outing. Well, I mean, it is pretty quiet, you know, considering that you made a reservation for, like, the entire pool. It is relatively quiet compared to, like, you know, a normal outing, but I don't know. More than anything, I think Shirou will just be distracted by his harem.
やったー。シローとプールにデートだー。
When I think back to how happy Ilya had been, I can't think of anything to say.
目に見えて不満そうなんだから相変わらずそういうところははっきりしてるのね。
なんだよ、そういうところって。
好き嫌いは少ないくせに嫌なことは隠さないってところ。やっぱりイリアと二人っきりの方が良かった？
You goddamn lowly
当
con.
然だろ。初めっからそういう約束だったんだから。
じゃあ二人っきりになれば？頃合いを見て私たちは別行動するからね。セイバーたちはもちろんセラとリズムをこっちに引き込んであげる。
Tohsaka quietly whispers in my ear. I'm not sure if she actually feels bad for Ilya, but her overflowing kindness is scaring me instead.
ありがたいけど、なんか企んでないだろうな、お前。
You see, it's something called entrapment? Because he'll call the cops? No, I don't
あ
know.
ら、人聞きの悪い。私、覗きや盗み聞きはいたしません。存分にイリアと楽しんできてくださいな。
ますます怪しい。というか、いいのか？年頃の女の子と男を二人っきりにして。
その点はエミヤ君を信頼していますから。私たちが見張ってなくても健全なお付き合いをするでしょ？
Was that supposed to be a warning?
しばらくはみんなで楽しみましょう。一日は長いんだしね。
And with a parting wave, she makes a beeline back to Saber's group. And I guess, again, I think I've said this already, even though, like, obviously Ilya's like a lowly, but, like, you know, she's not literally 12. She's actually as old, you know, as Shirou, I believe, because the whole, you know, magic, homunculus, anime logic, you know, even though she looks like a kid, she's actually an adult, but whatever. I still end up making the same joke anyway. Well, she's hopping back and forth now like a piston in a reciprocating engine. Yes.
リンも困ったものね。あそこまでわかりやすいお人よしも珍しいわ。
え？
シローと同じって言ったの。リンはリンなりに気を使ってるってこと。まず自分が楽しくなくちゃダメって原則があるところが シロウとは違うんだけど。
With a complete change of heart, Ilya's voice is brimming with cheerfulness. It's as if her somber mood earlier was nothing but an act.
イリア、いいのか？約束通りになってないのに。
こうなったら仕方ないものね。それよりプラスを考えようと思って、シロウが誘ってくれてもってこいのプールがあって、みんなが集まってるなんてめったにないでしょ。
Me? What? Why we go? Now that she mentioned it, this is no less special than going to the pool alone with Ilya.
そうだな。1年に一度あるかないかだ。
That's what I was saying. It's still pretty great, you know. I don't know why you want to be alone with Ilya in a giant
楽し
pool.
まないとそれこそもったいないわ。私たちも気兼ねなく過ごしましょう。期待してたのとは違うけど、楽しいことに変わりはないんだし。
She smiles sweetly. There's still a few more minutes until we reach our destination. With cheerfulness that couldn't possibly lose to Tohsaka's group, Ilya managed the rest of the journey with gusto.
本当に誰もいないな。
Facing each other like rows and rows of mirrors, the quiet dressing room is lined with unused lockers. If anything, it's kind of creepy. It's kind of like a ghost pool or something. Just turn off the lights and it's like a haunted pool house or something. I don't know. I was gonna say haunted house? Haunted house pool? I'm the only person in this room that would normally be teeming with pool goers. Though this is obvious given that we've reserved the whole park, the fact that I'm only man in this huge space makes me a little nervous.
よし、準備完了。先にプールサイドに行ってろって話だったな。
Alright, we're just gonna meet like all his entire harem in like swimsuits, and Shiro's gonna just die of blood loss from a giant nosebleed, and that'll be the end of the scene, right? I shut my locker and head for the pool deck. On the way out, I'm troubled by the sight of a single closed locker. Someone's here? A guy? Who could it be? Probably one of the servants? Archer? Lancer? Maybe? They were here before. Stifling the urge to shout "Echo," I hurry over to the poolside. The summer rays beat down relentlessly. Actually, well, I know in Japanese, actually, people don't, when people are like on a mountain or whatever, you know, the stereotype, or not stereotype, but like the cliche where you like stand out on a mountain and you say "Echo, echo, echo," in like a very like tall place or like a valley or something. I believe in Japanese you say something else though, like I don't remember, something about, no, I can't remember, because I'm thinking like maybe it was like translated differently, like different, it was localized, you know, translators changed it to echo, or maybe they do say echo, I don't know, I have no idea. The summer rays beat down relentlessly. I spy man-made waves as far as the eye can see. Incredible. Again, for some reason, I want to shout. I had my worries about feeling lonely with such a wide-open place reserved for us, but now it's clear that those doubts were unnecessary.
入りたいな。泳ぎたいな。沈みたいな。
My body itches with anticipation. Seeing such a huge, totally uninhabited pool makes me want to charge forth with a war cry and dive right in.
我慢だ。みんな来てるんだから先走って遊んでどうする？
It's times like these when I have to exercise my masculine integrity. What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? I have no idea. Masculine integrity by not swimming first? Makes no sense to me. If I touch the water, I know I won't be able to take it any longer, so I head away from the pool for a bit to wait for Saber and the rest.
お待たせしました。やはりシロウが一番乗りでしたね。
あ、セイバー。
I turn to face the voice behind me. Allow me to make a confession. Until now, I hadn't truly understood what a big deal it was to go to the pool with everyone. Yeah, swimsuits. I mean, we did this before, technically, but it was like one-on-one.
どうでしょうか。
Now it's everyone.
水着は初めてなので、馴染めているか自信はないのですが。
I mean, yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, so it's her first time. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but like, the first time wearing a swimsuit is not true, because we did see her but in the swimsuit, but this is, I guess, a different loop, a different timeline, sort of, in this like weird illusionary world. I don't know, it's weird. Her eyes show half anxiety and half anticipation.
いいか悪いかで言えばとんでもない。
I, who had just been whacked over the head by a surprise attack, am unable to form a single coherent thought. I wonder what happens if you pull off her ahage. Ahage? Ahoge? You know her little thing here? Like she turns to Saber Alter and then does her swimsuit change as well? I don't know, anyway. The white color suits Saber, and the bold yet minimalist design provides a direct contrast. Really? It's just white. Like a little ribbon. I guess the ribbon's cute. A bikini-style swimsuit that highlights the natural beauty of her bare skin.
ありがとう。シローの水着もよく似合っています。
ああ、よかった。ありがとう。で、遠坂とかはどうしてるんだ？
リンたちもじき来るでしょう。更衣室に入ってからは別行動でして、プールサイドに行くのは早いもの順だと話し合っていたのですが。
そうですね。着替えという点では私たちの方が楽ですから、さくらたちはもうしばらくかかるかと。
は？
At the sound of a second voice, a tingle runs down my spine. Just now, that voice as cool as ice came from Reiner. Again, really remind me, like, I mean, it makes sense, but like her swimsuit really reminds me of her, like, you know, normal battle uniform. So it's like, it's basically her uniform, but like she just cut it in half over here, you know, and took some scissors, cut over here. An alluring, sultry figure, a sharp contrast to Saber's. A black swimsuit that also suits her well, yet its design is bold yet in a far away, or its design is bold in a far different adult way. It's a bikini like Saber's, but somehow I get a mature vibe coming from her. Even so, the air of glamour around her probably comes from the fact that her slightly less revealing swimsuit nonetheless leaves little of her curvaceous figure to the imagination. And now we're just like, I don't know, we're kind of like a fashion judge now? Swimsuit fashion judge. Thus, two of us tense at the sight of Ryder. I don't know what Saber's thinking, but I have no more excuses left to beg forgiveness with, as the man I simply can't take my eyes off of her. I swallow the half-conceived words before they leave my mouth. After all, right after Saber, another incredibly stunning spectacle just appeared before my eyes. You know, I just can't get as enthusiastic as Shirou. This entire monologue will probably be like, wow, amazing, look at these swimsuits. And I'll be like, I guess, I don't know, I'm just... What's the word? I don't know what the word is, but I guess I'm just, I would say cynical? It's not cynical. That's not the word. I don't know. I've just seen so much, like, swimsuits on anime characters. At this point, it's kind of like, just not, you know, doesn't provoke a response from me anymore. And of course, Ryder gets a completely wrong idea. I just can't, you know, be as excited as Shirou.
そうですね。驚かされたというのは事実です。素直に敗北を認めましょう、ライダー。私もあなたの半分でいいから身長が欲しかった。
セイバー、言いたくはありませんが、敗北感に打ちひしがれているのは私の方です。あなたは自分の素晴らしさが分かっていない。私の方こそ、せめてあなたの10分の1でも。
Well, she is she's the poster child of the Fate series, so she's probably more popular in that sense. Ryder mumbles something incoherently. The two of us watch as Ryder seems to shrink back pitifully.
なんで打ちひしがれているかはわからないが、ライダーの水着姿すごくかっこいいぞ。セイバーと並んでると古今東西のごちそうが並んでるみたいだ。
Wow, am I pathetic? I talk about food even when I'm praising someone. Well, you know, sometimes people make those metaphors, I guess.
シロウの気持ちは良しとしますが、その表現はいただけません。かっこいいなど言われて喜ぶ女性はいないでしょう。
Really? No women?
こと水着姿なら最上の褒め言葉だと思うけど。
A third challenger appears. Ah, yes, the next challenger appears. You fight them and smash. I'm ready for anything. After the nuclear strike that was Saber and Ryder, nothing could possibly faze me now. I turned my head towards the new voice, as Shirou's blowed away once again. And there, making a gorgeous display, she walks up in a red swimsuit.
どう？女にとって水着は戦闘服みたいなものよ。可愛いよりかっこいいってコンセプトの方がらしいと思わない？
Without thinking, we awkwardly nod at Tohsaka, her attitude brimming with confidence. She wasn't like this before, last time we went to the pool. First white, then black, and now a flashy red bikini. Because her color is red, you know, it just matches the characters. It's the kind of design I otherwise feel embarrassed to even look at, but the person in question carries herself with such magnificence that I could stare at it with a clean conscience all day.
で、感想は？エミヤくん？
らしい。グーの音も出ないほど遠さからしい。
Of course, she's certainly elegant, but at the same time, there's a loveliness about her that I, regrettably, will have to leave to myself.
戦闘服。なるほど。白兵戦を行わない魔術師なら水着でも戦える。水中戦になれば圧倒的に有利ということですか？
Well, actually, in Fate Go, you do get a mystic code, which is basically a swimsuit. So,
確かに見ていて気持ちがいい。
your character wears it.
凛らしい着こなしと言えるでしょう。
Ryder hangs her head as she acknowledges Tohsaka's splendor.
ありがとう。けど私がこうやっていられるのはみんながいるからなんだけどね。
それはどういう意味でしょうか？
みんなタイプが違うから恥ずかしがってる場合じゃないってこと。自分の持ち味を生かさないと埋もれちゃうっていうか。総合的なプロポーションじゃライダーが最強だしね。
I'm gonna be honest, I've seen bigger. In that, you know, boob sizes get ridiculous in anime, so I've seen bigger. Saber nods in assent with Tohsaka's sensei's lecture, but Ryder isn't so quick to agree. I mean, looking at Fate Go, actually, looking at the boob chart, there's a boob chart. There's way bigger boob sizes. It gets ridiculous.
なんと恥知らずなのでしょう。遠さからしい自己顕示欲です。
Everyone turns to face this unexpected retort. A fourth speaker had entered the conversation without anyone noticing. That is, without a doubt. Hey! Dare? Who? Without a doubt, who? Well, she's Sella. Looks really different without her, like, hat. I guess she has a... Well, is it like a ponytail? It's not really tied, but maybe it's like tied behind her back. We can't see it. Yeah, it's like a ponytail. Tohsaka and I stare intently at the fourth woman. At our rude gazes, the silver-haired woman's face becomes clouded with a frown. Hey, wait. Silver hair, red eyes, and that manner of speech...
セラ！
私たちは必要以上に肌を晒しませんから。レースを脱いだ今、わからないのは当然です。
I can't really imagine her wearing anything other than her usual maid uniform. Even though her brilliant green bathing suit is just a one piece, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's probably because Sella herself always has that prim and proper air about her. Her facial expression aside, the phrase ideal woman springs to mind.
何ですかその目は。
It's the Sella route.
文句があるのでしたらどうぞ遠慮なく。私はあくまでお嬢様にお付き合いしたまでです。見も知らぬ他人ならいざ知らず、名前を知る方たちに見せるものではないと自覚していますから。
Sella hastily covers her body. Sure, she might not have much confidence in her own looks, but...
他人なら気にならなくて、私たちは気になるの？いえ、違うわね。そっか、セラさんは堅物だし、
知人じゃなくてエミヤくんっていう男の
This is this is literally his harem. Like all the women are here in their swimsuits. This really is the fan service beach episode.
なんという誤解でしょう。
And everyone is implied, to like the harem protagonist, even if nobody even though there's no direct advances to a relationship, everyone is just subtly
単にアインツベルに連なるものとして不完全な体を見せることに恥じいているだけです。
they would subtly display signs of affection to the designated chosen one.
だってプロポーションではライダーに負けるからと恥じいていたでしょう。
別にそりゃボリュームじゃ勝てないけど全体的なバランスなら負けてないもの。いいじゃない、みんなそれぞれ特徴のある水着姿なんだから。そんなのさっきからエミヤくんの百面相が証明してるでしょ。セイバーもライダーも私もセラさんもみんなそれぞれに魅力があるんであって、誰かにどこか負けてるからって恥じる必要はな。
Huh? What happened? She turned to stone. Tosaka's expression freezes. Hey, there's Sakura.
お待たせしました。
The subject of her gaze and the anxious owner of this fifth voice rushes over to us in a fluster. With all her might, Tosaka tries to continue her speech. That everyone have their own charms in a swimsuit. That losing to someone else's figure in one area was no cause for concern. It's very nice of her to be saying this, it really is. But her reaction is understandable too. I mean, what's up with that? We just zoom in on boob? Okay. Rider she can overlook. She's older than us and a foreigner, and originally a goddess of fertility. It's not hard to believe she's cut from a different cloth than the rest of us. But Skashi? I remember how he's somebody in anime, I forgot what it is. A word for butt. Skashi? Is it Sukashi? I can't remember, whatever. Sometimes, when an anime character, says butt in Japanese, they put a very specific emphasis on it, but I can't remember what the word was. But anyway, I don't know. That's just what it reminds me of. But seeing this girl younger than all of us and a blood-related sister sporting guns as high caliber as that is certainly enough to make even Tohsaka tremble, let alone create trouble for me. Again, I've seen bigger, but...
Sakura, anta.
Tohsaka's former aplomb gives way to melancholy. Aplomb? I've never seen that word before. Aplomb. Her, I guess, former opinion or whatever she was talking about before. Her eyes bore into Sakura's chest.
何ですか、姉さん。
何ってあんたまた増えた？
With a start, Sakura freezes in her tracks. Tohsaka's tongue is dripping with something more akin to death agony than her usual sarcasm. Death agony. How should I put it? It's like she's clinging to her last shred of reason and asking a normal question that any older sister would ask. Nevertheless,
違いますよ、さくら。リンはあなたの脅威がまた増えたことに恐れおののいているのです。
And with a single sentence, Ryder draws a line between the strong and the weak in this battle. The weak must fear the strong.
やだな、姉さん。そうだったんですか。大丈夫。全然気にすることないですよ。水着の魅力は人それぞれ。一部分だけ優れていてもしょうがないし、ほら、姉さんも言ってたじゃないですか。全体的なバランスが重要なんだって。
Sakura's smile is so smug, I can almost hear the oh gloating in her voice.
覚えてなさいよ、さくら。
Okay.
お見事でした。リンに初勝利を収めたばかりか、完膚なきまで叩きのめすとは。それでこそ私のさくらです。
やっちゃった、ライダー。バストサイズなら 無敵です。
The devil has fled. However, this has only led to the birth of an even more fearsome demon.
なあ、さくら。遠坂も悪気があったわけじゃなし、なんだ。
No, rather, she didn't bear Sakura even a millimeter of ill will.
先輩は甘いです。プールサイドは女の戦場。力なき者は泣きながら逃げ帰るのみなんです。ここでは脅威イコール支配力なんです。
Well, ironically, you know, I was talking about the boob size before. Archer, like Shiro's like future self, he has one of the biggest boob sizes in the chart, actually. So maybe he should join in the battle. But Sakura is getting fired up like I've never seen her before. And riders dutifully extolling the tyrant's words with applause.
さくら、その考えは危うい。力こそ正義というのなら、さらなる力に敗れましょう。今なら間に合います。やけを起こしてジュースをリットル飲みしているリンに手を差し伸べてくるべきかと。心配ないですよ、セイバーさん。私を脅かす敵はいませんから。きっと今日のワクワクザブーンは的をさくら最良の日なんです。
Okay.
今日だけはセイバーさんにも姉さんにも、いえ、他の誰にも負けられないの。
A bolt of lightning crashes down. Sakura is overflowing with unprecedented confidence. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. No, it's hopeless. If she shows me those, I definitely have to cast my vote for... No, wait. What the hell is that?
セイバー、知ってたのか。
はい。着替えの時、彼女に手伝ってもらったので。
We both let out solemn sighs of exasperation.
先輩？セイバーさん？どうしたんです？そんなありえないものを見たような顔しちゃって。
何って、その通りだよ、さくら。
残念です。短い天下でした、さくら。
やだな、ライダーまで。振り返るの本当に嫌だな。
Timidly, Sakura follows her gaze. And there... Okay, it's Liz, and she has even bigger boobs. It's hard to tell, actually. I can't really tell. Everyone's just drawn like a very similar way, and boob sizes, I can't tell. Surpassing even Sakura, the sixth challenger enters the fray.
セラ、何かあった？
You know the stripes, I don't know. The stripes, well, I mean, I guess it's a little rude, but like, it just reminds me of watermelons, so... Not... Anyway. It goes without saying who the next person is. The other maid, Liz, also known as Lizard.
気にすることはありませんよ、リーゼリット。今のはちょっとした負け犬の遠吠えですから。
負け犬？さくらが？
リズの水着が破壊力ありすぎて、さくらが参っちまったんだ。
力はより強い力に敗れる。こんなに骨身に染み分かってくれたのね、さくら。
Duck. There's duck there.
そう、大事なのはバランスなのよ、バランス。人間一つのことにとらわれちゃいけないわ。はい、思い知りました、姉さん。私なんてまだまだ胃の中の蛙でした。
And so the losers renew their bonds of sisterly love. Okay.
しかし、二人とも水着似合ってるな。割と外に出ないイメージがあったから、プールは苦手なのかと思った。もったいない。これならもっと早くイリアと一緒に誘えばよかった。
Ilya herself will probably feel better knowing the two of them are around.
結構です。プールでしたらたまに息抜きで足を運びますから。
そうなの？
ですね。割と見かけますよ、セラの方は。
森には川がないから。セラ泳ぐの好きだし。
私の趣味などどうでもよいでしょう。それよりお嬢様です。リーゼリット、お嬢様のお着替えは済んだのですか？
はい、イリア出番。
I look around, wondering when she appeared. Okay, it's Ilya. Oh no. Huh, there's something wrong with me. Yes, there is. FBI, open up! My vision's gone out of focus, and oddly enough, I'm unable to form any words. I don't know about I don't...
なんと可憐な。よく似合っています、イリアスフィール。ほんとイメージがここまで変わるなんて。ピンク色見直したわ、私。
And it's just like, you know, Shiro's like, oh, he's had his mind blown from all these swimsuits from all these anime girls, and he looks at the lowly, and it gets the largest reaction. And I'm like, hello, moshi moshi, keisatsu desu?
なんかドキドキしますね、先輩。
I mean...
そっか。
At the sound of Sakura's voice, I absently nod in agreement.
エミヤ様、まだお言葉をいただいておりませんが。
Sendo's polite speech almost seems like a foreign language to me. My blank mind's unable to come up with a reply.
エミヤ様、
そんなの聞かなくていいわ、セラ。シローの顔を見ればわかるでしょ。
ですがお嬢様、このような機会はエミヤシロウにとって一生に、いいえ、この先輪廻転生を繰り返したところであるかないかです。この名誉に応える機会は与えてあげませんと。
もう大げさなんだから、セラは。シローだって困ってるじゃない。そんなのいつでもいいや。
Ilya merrily skips towards the water. With a flourish of her glimmering silver hair, she suddenly turns and says,
大変長らくお待たせいたしました。みんなで遊び倒すザブーンの日、これより開場といたします。
Hooray! A gun salute accompanies her opening remarks. Thus, the curtain rises on the never-ending summer festival that began with a whimsical idea. Okay. Time flew by like sand in a funnel. Whee! Splitting into two teams, we ran events like the 100-meter relay, beach volleyball from hell, turning the current into a flow pool lounge up to a maximum, a great rubber boat survivor battle, and so forth. Millions died. Nearly running out of ideas for games involving a large number of people, we finally settled down for lunch at 1 o'clock. I can't believe Rin is dead. I've been taking advantage of the break to relax on the bench. I don't know if Ilya's group is resting as well. They seem to be splashing around the wave pool. Saber and Sakura and the rest are clearly having fun, but Ilya I simply can't look at with a straight face.
しかし。
What a sight. Could it be that I've got myself lost in some unbelievable paradise? As if the
冷静に見るとすごいな。
as if the author, you know, deliberately made this scene as fan service.
すごいよね。ちょっとないかな、この展開は。
Oh hey, it's
だろう。牧年人と言われる俺でも下手すればどうにかしそうだ。
この状況で生殖本能が生きり立たないのはオスとして問題ありますけどね。
I guess there's the lowly and there's the Shota as well.
いくら俺でもそれぐらいは真っ当だぞ。
Ha ha ha. We share a hearty chuckle.
って何普通に混ざってるんだお前。
あれ、初めに気づいてたと思ってたんですけど、スルーされちゃってました？それはごめんなさいでした。挨拶遅れちゃいましたね。
Oh, yeah, we did see like a closed locker, so he was here this whole time. I hate that. No matter how well behaved he may act, it will never be enough to put my mind at ease.
で、なん なんでここにいるんだよお前。貸し切りだぞ今日は。
知ってますよ。貸し切りに許可出したの僕ですからね。
許可出したってつまり。
Authorized it.
この施設僕がオーナーです。
Actually, well, I remember actually that kind of like reminds me that, well, in kind of a weird way, in Fate Go, I believe there's like a Valentine's event, you know, in Fate Go, where you like, you know, you do a Valentine thing for your like favorite servant, and they either give you chocolate or an item. It tends to be like the male servants tend to give you like an item or some sort. And I remember checking a list, you know, just for fun, like checking all the items that the servants would give you, and under Kid Gil, because he's also in Fate Go, he would give you Waku Waku Splash tickets. So I was wondering why that is and how he's connected, but I guess, yes, from Hollow Ataraxia, I guess he owns the place. Which, I guess makes sense. He has the Gate of Babylon, he can do anything. You know, he has infinite money, so... I don't know why he would make a pool, but he can. He answers plainly. Right, let's not think too hard about that for now.
通りで最悪のネーミング。まあそれはいいとして、いくらオーナーでも混ざっていいわけじゃないぞ。
そこはそれ、ちょっとしたイレギュラーということで。それともお兄さんは青い人とか赤い人がやってきた方が良かったですか？さっき不法侵入しようとしていたんで、僕が追い払っておいたんですけど。
Archer and Lancer want to come in too.
ありがとう。いつもあなたを誤解していた。
Now we're best friends. I firmly shake his hand. He returns the handshake with a happy smile. In that very moment, our acquaintance was forged into a true friendship, if only for a single day. Okay. Serves them right, that damn macho servant duo.
トマ、邪魔者を追い払ってくれたことは感謝なんだが、何が目的なんだ、お前。
別にこれと言ってありませんけど。人の恋路になんとやらです。僕の本命もいませんしね。
本命?
If I recall, he's not talking about Saber. For some reason, his tastes are different when he's in this form.
セイバーさんは悪くないんですけどね。蛇は趣味じゃありませんし、増加にも興味はありません。
Artificial flowers, I guess the homunculi?
魔
Homunculus?
術師のお姉さんたちは、まあ時間があったらでしょうか。
Perhaps if I have free time. Again, he lets it all out nonchalantly. He's either the man who's only interested in one girl, or the boy who will steal the attention of anyone he cares to. Either one comes with his own dangers.
ところで、そういうお兄さんこそ目的は何なんですか？本命さんが決まっているなら、のんびりしてる場合じゃないでしょう。
I know that even without you saying it to my face. I finally recall why we went so far of our way to come here.
そうだった。さっきから伸ばし伸ばしにしてたんだ。もしかしてお前。
Did he sneak over here after watching and being unable to just let that pass?
まさか考えすぎか。
あれ、もう行くんですか？
ああ、イリアに泳ぎを教えなくちゃ。
He makes an expression I just can't fault. I thought I heard him mutter was no need to interfere after all.
はい、それじゃあまたいつか。僕は引っ込みますから、妹さんとごゆっくりどうぞ。
Pushing his way through the tall grass, the childlike owner of Splash leaves like a gentleman.
よし。
Okay. I stand up from the bench and slap my cheeks.
おい。
Which cheeks? I call over to Ilya while waving. It's a little late, but I'm fulfilling my promise now. Okay. Anyway, first the plan was to work up plenty of spirit and use it to set up a swimming class for Ilya, but...
ほら、全然大丈夫でしょ。私、ちゃんと泳げるんだから。
なんと。
Mission accomplished. Ilya, who hadn't taken part in the 100-meter relay earlier this morning, is putting on a fantastic show of the front crawl.
なんてことだ。俺より泳ぎうまいじゃないか、イリア。
めったに泳がないけど、泳ぎは得意中の得意なの。その気になれば、荒波の中だって泳げるんだから。疲れるからやらないけどね。
I might have made her upset. Until I brought her out here into the middle of the wave pool, she had been in a good mood.
すまん。でもイリアが泳げるなら午後はやれることが増えるな。次は2人で組んでライダーとセイバーを打ち負かそう。
ええ、そうね。それも悪くはないけど、その前にもうちょっと休みましょう。
That's what she says, but she makes no move to get out of the pool. It seems like Ilya just wants to float here for a little while.
じゃあもうちょっとここにいようか。しかし本当にうまいなイリア。泳ぎセラに教わったのか？
セラに教えたのは私よ。セラったら覚えが悪いくせにすっごく水が好きなんだもの。溺れかけたところを何度助けてあげたことか。
なんだ、セラ運動苦手なんだ。
苦手も苦手、点でダメ。でも水は自分たちの起源だから慣れておきたいって無理やり頼み込まれたのよ。おかげで私も上手くなっちゃった。泳ぎなんて知識でしか知らなかったのにね。
She laughs happily. That's good. At least it looks like I cheered up a little.
待った。それじゃあイリアは自分で泳ぎを？
そうよ。私はローレライだもの。泳ぎぐらい水の方が教えてくれるわ。
Lorelai? Like literally, or like, because you don't know this world of magic. Is she actually part mermaid? I don't know. Same as before, at Ilya's smile, my mind goes oddly blank. The floating, dizzying feeling is close to a vertigo, but definitely not it.
まずい。
Look, I know I shouldn't be thinking these things, but it's like this. See,
ストップ、そこまで。イリア、泳ごう。波のプールを一周して、セイバーたちのところに戻ろう。
this is like double. Like, well, I mean, I guess they're not really. Are they? No. Shiro's adopted, so not blood related, but it really is like a double taboo here. I don't know. Trembling, I frantically shake my head in denial.
ダメ、却下。もう少し休むって言ったでしょ。退屈だって言うなら、そうね。シローに質問してあげる。
質問？
そう。みんなの水着姿見たでしょ。その中で誰が一番綺麗だった？
誰が一番綺麗だったかって。
Me. I'm the prettiest.
誰が一番綺麗？
Me, Emiya Shirou. And then he leaves. That's a tough one. Everyone is just as pretty. No, that probably won't fly.
しょうがないな、もう。じゃあセイバーは？シローから見てどうだった？
セイバーはそうだな。健康的というか、清楚な花一輪って感じで綺麗だった。
She needs to have more muscle.
ライダーは？
ライダーは綺麗ではあったんだが、それ以上に大人というか、オリンピック選手というか、
Olympic athlete.
そんな感じで綺麗だった。
I guess.
じゃあ次、リンは？
遠坂は鮮やかだった。綺麗っていうなら、あいつが一番わかりやすい綺麗さだと思う。
じゃあセラは？
セラはそうだな。セラとリズはとにかく意外だった。二人ともびっくり。
さくらは？
さくらも綺麗だったけど、それ以上に目のやり場に困ったというか、健康的な色っぽさがすごかったよな。
Saber's just staring at boobs. Ilya cuts off her questions. With a small splash, she sinks into the water a little.
じゃあ私は？
You're illegal. And that's what she hurls at me. I hang my head. That's right. I think everyone is about equally beautiful, but if I had to choose one above all...
イリアには 一番ドキドキした。
Damn it, at this point there's no point lying to myself any longer. I guess he is a lolicon, oh no. This sudden loss of integrity isn't a lie at all. Ilya in her swimsuit really did charm me to the point that my head went blank. I can't believe Shirou's a criminal. I thought he was a Seigi no Mikata.
なんだ。イリアはドキドキしないか。
Scratching my cheek, I managed to meet her gaze as I asked the question.
すっごくドキドキしてる。
Throwing her arms around my neck, Ilya pushes me into the water.
シロのバカ！3時間も待たせて本当に嫌いになっちゃうところだったんだから。
She spins around, still attached to my neck.
けど間に合っただろ。午後は丸々残ってる。次はどこに行こうか、イリア。
スライダー。あ、もちろんセイバーたちも一緒にね。午前中やきもきさせられた仕返しに午後はずっと見せつけてあげるんだから。
The splash she makes is as big as her voice is loud. Like a child who's been waiting forever like for her birthday to come, but I mean she is, well, again, she's not literally a child, but she's in a child's body. I don't know. It's weird. Ilya's little body positively brims with excitement.
よし、後が怖いが仲良しパワーを見せつけてやるか。
Power of our relationship, eh? With Ilya riding piggyback, we hurry over to the pool where everyone else is waiting. And they're with the cops. Happy voices ring out even louder. Just like the never-ending summer catchphrase, the best day of our lives will continue for a little longer. Me. Now I wonder what Fujimaru looks like in a swimsuit. You know, we never get to see Tiger in a swimsuit. Oh well, no Tiger fan service. Soon, evening was upon us. I guess even the wildest party, the reserve splash, could not escape the setting sun.
誰よ、どうせならプール全部回ろうなんて言い出したの。これじゃあ間違いなく全身筋肉痛よ、明日。
でも楽しかったです。50メートルの飛び込み台とかいつもは恥ずかしくてできなかったですし。
出店の鉄板を利用した昼食もなかなかでした。みんなで焼きそばを作るなどめったにない出来事でしょう。あなたの料理はひどいものでしたが、反面くじ運は反則級に強い。なぜ自分の犯した災悪を他人に、特に私に押し付けるのです。
Just as it did in the beginning, our group causes a loud commotion, leaving hours of joy behind us. Walking a distance behind the others, Ilya and I watch their smiles. I don't just casually observe them, it's not something that I'll probably see again, so I look hard and carve that sight into my memory.
特別なのはこれでおしまい。ちゃんと体を休めてね、シロ。家に帰ればいつもの夜が待ってるんだから。
ご忠告どうも。大丈夫。さすがに今夜は出歩かないよ。泳ぎすぎて体中パンパンだ。
It's taking everything I have just to walk home. The nostalgic the nostalgic scent of chlorine comes from my body, which spent the whole day in swimming pools. Falling asleep tonight, the events of the day that went by so quickly will be projected by my eyelids instead.
じゃあ美山町でお別れね。セラとリズにも無理させちゃったし、私も今夜は城に戻らなくっちゃ。
そっか。じゃあまた明日な、イリア。
Yeah, she nods. Like older brother and younger sister, or was it older sister and younger brother? We walk through the darkening town together. Suddenly, as if meeting me for the first time, Ilya gives an exaggerated bow.
楽しかったわ、シロ。あんな小さな見逃してしまいそうな約束を覚えていてくれてありがとう。
こっちこそ遅くなって申し訳ないぐらいだ。
ええ、いつか また来ようね、お兄ちゃん。
The sky seems awfully distant. Gradually, the sunlight disappears from the ground. Today was undoubtedly a glorious day. Unlike the fading sunlight, the memories we've created today will last forever. Well, actually they won't, but never mind that. I mean, like, they literally won't, as in the plot says that they won't remember any of this, actually. When you destroy the world. Anyway, I think that's what Karen said. I'm not sure, actually. Anyway, I guess that was like... Well, that was the most, like, I feel like the most direct, you know, implication that Ilya and Shirou, you know, are romantically interested, which was like... I know in Fate Stay Night, there was supposed to be like an Ilya route, but that was cancelled, I think. You know, for various reasons. But yeah. That was kind of like a hint that Shirou and Ilya are like romantically involved, which is still kind of weird because she's in a child's body, but whatever. Never mind that. You know, 5,000-year-old lowly, it's fine. It's something like that, you know?